Hi everyone, I am Mrs. B. Vijayalakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, KCS Kasi Nadar College of Arts and Science. In this video, we are going to discuss about the queue operations and implementations. The topic covered in this video are what is queue operations, algorithm and implementations, analysis of an algorithm, and the applications of queue. What is queue? A queue is a linear data structure which follows a particular order in which the operations are performed. The order is first in, first out. A good example of queue is a queue of persons at a ticket counter, where the first person entering the queue gets the ticket first. From the picture itself, we can understand the concept of queue. The elements are always added to the back and removed from the front. The first element that is added to the queue is the first one to be removed. Queue operations. The operation of adding an element to the rear of the queue is known as enqueue, and the operation of removing an element from the front is known as dequeue. In both enqueue and dequeue function, we have to check the two conditions, overflow and underflow. In the enqueue function, if the queue is not full, it will add an element to the back of the queue. Otherwise, it will print overflow. In the dequeue function, if the queue is not empty, it will remove the element from the front of the queue. Otherwise, it will print underflow. For implementing the queue, we need to keep the track of two ends, front and rear. The front points to the starting element and the rear end points to the last element. We can enqueue an item at the rear end and dequeue an item from the front end. The initial value of front and rear will be -1. First, we will see the enqueue operation. Algorithm for enqueue operation. First, we have to check whether the queue is full or not. If the queue is full, then print overflow error and exit the program. If the queue is not full, then increment the rear end and add that element in the rear end position. Let us see how to implement this algorithm in C++ program. In enqueue function, first we have to check the queue is full or not. By using the condition rear is equal to size -1, we are checking that the queue is full or not. If the queue is not full, we have to get the num value from the user and increment the rear end position. After incrementing the rear value, we have to place the num value in the rear end position. This is the way of implementing the enqueue algorithm in C++ coding. Next, we will see the dequeue operation. Algorithm for dequeue operation. First, we have to check whether the queue is empty or not. If the queue is empty, then print underflow error and exit the program. If the queue is not empty, then print the element at the front and increment the front value by 1. Let us see how to implement this algorithm in C++ coding. In the dequeue function, we have to check the underflow of the queue by giving the condition if rear is equal to -1 or front greater than rear. After checking this condition, if the queue is not empty, we have to delete the element at the front position. After deleting that element, we have to increment the value of front by 1. This is the way of implementing the dequeue algorithm in C++ coding. Next, we will see the display operation in queue. Algorithm for display operation. First, we have to check if the queue is empty or not. If the queue is empty, then print the queue is underflow. If the queue is not empty, display the element from the front position and increment the front value by 1. Repeat this process until it reaches the rear end. Let us see how to implement this algorithm in C++ coding. In the display function, first we are checking whether the queue is underflow or not by giving the condition if rear is equal to -1 or front greater than rear. After checking the condition, if the queue is not empty, we have to display the items from the front position to rear by using the for loop. Algorithm analysis. The time complexity for both NQ and DQ operation, it will take big O of one time, and for the space complexity, big O of n, where n is the size of an array for storing the elements. Advantages and limitations of implementing the queue using an array. Advantage: it is easy to implement. Limitation: static data structure, that is fixed size. We can't able to change the size of an array during the runtime. And the next disadvantages: if the queue has a large number of NQ and DQ operation at some time, we may not be able to insert a element in the queue even if the queue is empty. This problem is avoided by using the circular queue. Applications of queue. In real time, cashier line in any store, waiting on hold for technical support, and the application related to computer science are round robin scheduling, job scheduling, etc. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.